We're going to be looking at giving instructions about how to do something. This is also going to teach you a little bit of how you can learn Scratch and by playing around with it, making mistakes, and finding out how some things work and some things don't work. So we're going to head towards this thing here, and when we're giving instructions to somebody, we need to make sure that we have each of the steps done really carefully and in the right order. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So it may not look exactly the same as this, but we'll get it to look pretty close to this. Alright, so I'm going to go File, and I'm going to start a new project. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do is I want to create my magazine, which is going to be the background. And then all we're going to do is change the size of our cat. Alright, so first thing I do is I click on Stage. So if you're writing information for someone to follow, you're going to write it down step by step. So click on Stage on the, what side is it? Left. I'll just check. There it is there, left side of the screen. So I want to make it as easy for people to follow as possible. Click on Stage on the left side of the screen. Okay, number 2. Okay, so what do I do next? Well, what I want to do is I want to edit how that looks. Okay, so we're going to click on the paintbrush. We're going to do a totally new backdrop. So if we click on that, it comes up with the backdrop here. Got backdrop 1, backdrop 2, that creates it as a new one. You can delete that or you can do it here, it doesn't matter. So, for me, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a thing called vector, because what happens with a vector is if we change the size of a vector, it always stays the same quality. If we do something in bitmap and we change the size of it, sometimes it loses its quality. It doesn't look as good. So, what I'm going to do next, well, hang on. I just did something, didn't I? And I didn't record that. So I clicked on the paintbrush under new backdrop. So that's going to be my next one. Click on paintbrush under new backdrop. I'm just going to make this a little bit more obvious by clicking the underline, click on Stage, in the underline. Alright, number 3. What's going to be my next step? Well, my next step was convert to vector. So I'm going to click on convert to vector. Click on convert to vector. And some people might find it hard to find that, so I'm going to go on bottom right side of screen. Okay, alright. So, at the moment I've got all these red underlines. I'm not writing these correctly grammar-wise, okay? I'm just writing them a way that people can understand them. So 4. What's going to be my next step? Well, what I want to do is, like my Time magazine, I want to create an outside border. Except this time I did a black border around the outside and I did a red border on the inside. And I'm going to have a red time there. So first of all, border. So we need a rectangle. Okay. And this one is the one which is the border, and this is the one that's filled in. So we want to do this one here. My first border, I want to make it quite thick, actually. So I'm going to make it like thick like this. And if I click on my corner here, okay, I have my shape there. Alright, I can make that even thicker if I click in a different place. Okay, I can change the size by using this. Okay. And change this size. Okay. Alright, so what we did was we clicked on the rectangle over here. So that was our next. Click on a rectangle. Then what did we do? On the bottom, we use the slider to change the length. On the bottom, change line slide size width slider. I'll just put an underline on slider and rectangle. Whoa, 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 whoa. A rectangle. Alright, enter. We've got 6. We don't need that underlined. 6. Click in the corner of white space and drag until rectangle fills the space. Alright, so that's what we did here. We clicked and we dragged so that it fills the space. Now what we want to do is we want to do an inner square. So again, I'm going to be on this one, but I don't want this to be as thick. So I'm going to change the line width down by using the slider, and I'm going to use one of these, and that actually changed the size of my one there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to draw that first. Let's see, because it's changing the size. No, it didn't change the size that time. I'm going to click undo, 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 undo until I get my size back. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go again. We'll click on our make sure we're clicked on the rectangle. We're going to draw a new one. I'm going to click this on the inside of that corner, and I'm going to take it to about where that corner is there. Change my color to red. And it's down. Oh, it didn't do it. Okay, so we'll do that again. Click on the rectangle, click on my thing, and click and drag. There we go. That time it worked. So we have our red color there. Alright, so whoops, wrong one. 7, click on a rectangle again. 8, make line smaller using slider. And 9, change color to red. And then 10, click on inside of black border and draw correct length or size. Sizzle. Okay, so we're at 10. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to do my writing. So I click on our T here. I'm just going to go here, and it is red already, but just in case it wasn't red, you could click on the red one. Okay, and you can write T-I-M-E, but this isn't the kind of font that I want, so I'm going to select it, and I'm going to click over here under font and choose Donegal. Yeah, Donegal looks good. So I'll quickly update my thing. So click on T for text, on T for text, 12, make sure color is still red, 13, click in space and write time. 14. What did we do next? We clicked on the font and changed to Donegal. Click to Donegal. Alright. We can make these all capitals. Okay, 14, 15. Alright, so we want to change the size of this. So all I do is I can click on the arrow, the black arrow, the select arrow, and then click on it. And that will give me my size, and I can drag it to a size that I like. I'm just going to make it that big. So on the black select arrow, click on time text and resize it by pulling the corner boxes out. Alright, where are we at now? We're at 16. Okay, so time. I'm going to do one more text there. We need to make sure that it's black this time. I'm going to click back there again. Who will be the, and I don't want Donegal actually this time. I want this one to be, click on my font, and I'm going to go to Helvetica. Okay, so it's Helvetica. Actually, I'm going to say who's going to be the next. Who will be the next? Okay, so, alright. So we say, click on T for text and space on page 18. Make sure color is black. And 19. Type who will be the, no, who will be, because it goes down there, the next. No, there's a little n, next. I think we hit a little T there, didn't we? Who will be the next? Who will be the next? And then we're going to repeat this again. Click. Copy. We'll make that 20. I'm going to go click on the T for text and click under the previous writing. Why have we got a 7 in here? Dun, 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 dun. Because what we're going to do, we need to change the font to Helvetica. 20, change font to Helvetica. And then this one is 21. Click on T for text. 22. Alright. President. So let's do that. T here. We're going to do a new one. Here, and we're going to go president. Who will be the next president? Okay, so we'll just say, oh, I'll move that down a little bit. No, it looks better when it's up, doesn't it? Alright, so, 23, click on the black arrow and line up the president word. And then 24. Click on our picture. Click on our sprite 1 picture of the cat. And 25. We're going to resize them. So we're going to click on our cat and drag the corners to make them bigger. And that's a nice size. I like that size. So click on the cat and drag the corners to resize. Okay. Oh, I have a capital A over there. Click on the cat and resize. And then the last part. And we're just going to move him into a position where he sits nicely. And make sure everything else is. Oh, that's in there to move it. So we'll just say on the main game screen, move our cat into position. 27, voila. Gotta hit success. Okay, so save. 28. Save as name. Time. So that would be, i.e., if it was me, it would be Clark time. Like that. Oh, with a capital T. Okay, so I rename that Clark time and I save it. I can do it up here, can't I? Clark time, file, save now, and let's click share. Now go and create your own instructions for someone else. So make something first that you would like to teach. Good luck.